We've got a boat ramp that has a historical marker because we're at the Boynton Inlet and it's 100 years old this year. Happy birthday, Boynton Inlet. So this inlet was originally created just to allow circulation into the intercoastal waterway. But as you can see, it is now used for navigation. So this is the channel that goes out to the ocean. And there's a good bit of rough, almost rapids right over there. We're going to go over and take a look at those, and we'll go under the bridge and out to the ocean and onto the little pier. But the question you should be asking is, where's the boat ramp? Well, the boat ramp is on the other side of the bay. It's out that way. And so what's unique here is on the other side of the intercoastal waterway is the Boynton boat ramps. And we're going to go there too. And there's a pretty shallow sandbar between here and there. Boats frequently get wrapped up on there if they drift outside of the markers. So we'll take a look at that too. We're going to drive around the south side of this bridge going across the intercoastal waterway, and we'll end up right over there at the Boynton Beach boat ramp. But first, let's go under the bridge out to the ocean. Take a look at the sea. There's a nice little pavilion here with restrooms, soda machines, picnic tables. Good place to have a party. I'm here on Memorial Day weekend, so it's very busy. Took me a minute to find a parking spot. That's all right. And this is nice. They've got these fish cleaning tables here with the tap water on it. Lots of fishermen like to come out to these jetties. Oh, this is convenient. They give us a little map. Yes, this is very convenient. This sign is really to talk about a sand dredging project, but it makes it easy for me to show you. We came down Ocean Boulevard and pulled in here. This is where we are. There's the parking lot. There's the pavilion. This is the inlet, and we just saw all these boats and jet skis coming in and out of here. This is where the rapids are. We'll see those in just a second, but you can see there's this large sandbar right in this area. And so there's a project to dredge that out. And we are going to drive around the bottom and come back up to this Oyer Park. And that's the boat ramps. And we'll come check that out after this. It's really a very, very fast current moving through this inlet. I guess when the tide goes out, it's an outlet. But the tide must be coming in and it's an inlet, because this water is, I mean, it's really booking. I'm not sure if I could walk as fast as that water's moving in. And it is crystal clear. I don't know how well that's going to pick up on camera. I have an ND filter that would probably make it a lot easier, but that's back at the car. Crystal clear though.
Well, yeah, before she like start yelling and screaming and doing these like stupid things that she does out of control.
Two things. One, I respect that. As I said, I'm a fan of old men sitting alone in parks. But two, did you see he's got an old Motorola Razr? I don't think I've seen one of those in 15 years. All right, so this is the bridge that comes down along Ocean Avenue, aka A1A. AKA A1A, that doesn't sound very good. Also known as A1A. Cuts across that way and then goes into the park. So we're gonna head out this way. I'm gonna take off my hat. The wind factor out here is intense enough that I don't want to lose my Florida hat and have it go flying into the sea. Put that in the cargo pants pocket. And of course we're out at the ocean, so it's very windy. So this is a good test of the DJI 2 microphones, little dead cat fluffy thing, combined with the noise cancellation mode on the DJI 2 microphone, combined with the voice cancellation software in Final Cut Pro. So here, I'm gonna turn off all of that noise cancellation, let you hear what it sounds like just for a second. There's the wind. All right, enough of that. All right, here we are getting up to the end of the jetty, and we can see the beginning of the inlet, and we can see these currents and rapids. All right, folks, that's enough fun over here on the east side of the Intercoastal.
I've seen people do it.
Let's go to the other side of the bay and find those boat ramps. Okay, update. I'm at the boat ramp on the other side of the bay. I'm using my phone to record. Apologies to the noise. They use something called ParkMobile. You scan the QR code, you put in the code of where you are, put in your license plate, and pay. 1 hour at this boat ramp is $27. So that's a no from me, my friends. I'm gonna do a drive-by. There's a lot of folks already lining up to get their boats out of the water. I think I told you it's Memorial Day Monday, so everybody's out on the water. I am not paying $27 to park here for an hour to go walk around so I can show you. So I'll do a drive-by and show you guys what it looks like, but I ain't staying. There is a nice little pavilion over here with some bench seating and some shade. All right, well, that was fun. We'll have to come back sometime when it's not a Memorial Day weekend, I suppose. Or if I'm in the area, maybe I'll just drop in sometime during the week. There's the Coast Guard building. All right, well, thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. It was a pretty nice park on the other side over there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.